This world has to wake up. Like, sounds like the most stupid thing to say, but this world is too comfortable in its delusion and illusion. How is, how are you gonna tell me most of the world is saying that doing this or that is a sin? Tell me how most of the world is practicing this or that practice or ritual or this or that. They are practicing it not knowing themselves or what they are practicing or trying to reach. When you practice something, what are you trying to reach? God. Okay, wait, actually, before that, we need half of the world doesn't even have a desire for God. And that doesn't even have to be a bad thing, but it is a bad thing because what this world desires is the world. If you are from the world desiring the world, you are in a loop, body in the world, desiring the world, gonna stay in the physical material. You have to start to desire what's beyond this world, what's beyond the physical scene. Most of the world is too stuck, is too comfortable in that delusion of or illusion of the world, too comfortable in Maya. And like, of course, you could say it's okay because everybody put themselves in the position that they're at. But how, yeah, it's like people complain. Like, how are you gonna complain when truth is there? Like, how are you gonna complain when truth is there, for example? How are people gonna say, no, why is this happening to me? How are people gonna complain? How are people gonna say that they're suffering? But then when you try to give them liberation or truth, they show you how and why they are comfortable in their delusion. Most, basically all of the world is not ready for truth at this current moment in this physical play. Everybody has already experienced truth. Like I said in my first video, truth will find you because you are truth. So it's in the physical, it's a matter of time until you know you, but you already know what you are. You're just acting as if you don't, and that's Maya. You already that, but Maya's acting as if you're not. Acting, you know it all, and Maya's acting as if it knows. You know everything, everything that is or could be, but Maya is acting like you don't know everything. Maya's acting like you know this or that, or knowing you know some stuff, but don't know it's all without thought through experience. Because you are everything at once. And you being able to be everything at once is what is sustaining this current happening for you to listen to another version of you. The individual fears liberation, because then there's no more an individual. Truth will always be crazy to those who are crazy. Liberation from the ego will always seem or look like ego to the ego. Think about this. It could be easily observed that most of the world is hi- highly disconnected from God. strongly not at all in the presence of who they are. That is clearly or easily observed, and if it is not said to be that way or agreed to be that way, yeah, you are missing a very obvious truth. So if all of the world is in delusion, it makes sense. That's what I'm trying to say. It makes sense. It makes sense why so many are still in their delusion. It makes sense why, even though the truth is constantly looking at you, it has never left you. Even though the truth is always shouting at you, is always it's all around. Even though it's always all around, it makes sense why so many are not in that truth, because in this realm or plane of existence, Maya is heavily at work, and that's why you, as the made up individual, which doesn't exist, has to do the effort to realize its unexistence. My guru told me it takes effort to reach effortlessness. I don't know who he heard it from, because I think he quoted someone, but Josiah had told me that, and that's real. As the individual has to put in the effort to be and find an individuality. Because you are an individuality. You are not an individual, but the individual in this existence, that individual which doesn't exist, has to put in the effort to reach that which is effortlessness. Of course, you can't be in constant effort when you're trying to reach something which is beyond effort. But as the individual, you put in the effort to reach that which is beyond effort. And you have to be realistic with yourself. While you are in this physical plane, you are definitely heavily, constantly under the influence of Maya trying to get you, which doesn't exist, but it is constantly in this physical plane. Realization isn't isn't easy accessible. As we can see, most of the world says they love God, or say or think most of the world thinks that they are a good person, but they don't even know what it means to be a good person. They don't know what it means. They have ideas of being a good person. They have perceptions of being a good person, but they are not a good person. You know, because when are it, you know it, but you don't know it. It's like when you are what you are it beyond knowing it. When you know it, there's duality. Then there's the female S aspect coming back into play. And that makes sense. Like my friend, like my brother told me, typical woman just wanting to be seen and complimented the whole time. That's the female energy in this plane of existence. It is in this plane. You're beyond this plane, but in this physical world, it is important to realize the female and the male. That's why in the end of the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus told Simon and Peter that he shall take Mary and make her male so that she can also enter the kingdom of God. Make Mary male. What do you mean? Of course, it's all metaphorically um metaphorical statements and symbolism, but yeah, it's exactly that. But it's kind of obvious if you get what I'm saying. The female energy in spirituality is the dual, is the emanation of the beyond one. It's, you would say, non-dualism, but singlism, if that's a word, fuck, it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean. Singlism, but singlism is something, and I've many times said you are no thing, because no thing can describe you. A thing is always limited. A thing, like when you think of thing, you think of like a thing that is always limiting. You're free, free, unconditional. YouTube, this is only tobacco. This is some premium, healthy, safe tobacco. I roll myself because I'm trying to, I have stopped and I'm on a healthy journey to stop smoking, and that's one of the things I advise to my viewers. I advise to practice the practice of God, devotion to God, devotion to your higher self, which is ultimately God. And I advise people to smoke, and if not to smoke, to be healthy. And if like, yeah, like I just think if they want to smoke, they should not be smoking dangerous stuff. So I just advise the healthy, the legal stuff, because I'm all about that legal stuff, this side. I'm all about God and legal stuff. That's what I'm about. I'm all about, yeah, about that. Um, Look at yourself and try to find yourself. And where is that where you find yourself? That's like such a good question to ask. Uh, I think it's the story of Rama Krishna. No, Vivekananda. I heard from my guru Yash saying like how crazy he felt. I can't remember the whole story. I also don't want to say too much. And then it didn't even go that way. But like he was in realization and he was like literally going crazy, like running around saying, I can't find myself, like I cannot find myself. Where am I? Like, and they'll tell him like, no, you're here. Like, I'll say no, but I'm not here. Why do you get scared of being no thing? Why do you get scared of being nowhere? Who is the individual that gets scared of not being something? It's because you want to be seen. That's why, like I started the video, the world has to fucking wake up, especially men. Maybe that's what's holding us back. The men just have to wake up so that the woman can then just, they're really naturally like more spiritual, so, but then so that they can actually just like, finally transcend as well. Because even women, you could say they're naturally more spiritual, yeah, but they are so easily deluded as well, easily stuck in, yeah, like it's both sides. Wait, the women are more very easily more free, but not aware or conscious. They are more the transcendental aspect of in their beingness, but they're not. They just have to realize what's beyond the beingness as well. And men are naturally they are the I would say true expression of that as men, but they are like female or men. So yeah, like that's why I said the men. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's crazy how men are so female or feminine in this plane. It's crazy. Like yesterday, I was at I was on campus, sitting in the cafeteria. Four guys stood up and said they're going to the bathroom together. So like they went to go. You don't have to go to the bathroom to smoke. They don't. Four guys that was in a group said that they all have to go pee and they're going to get like what's going on with us guys? It's like but like physical shit don't even matter, but it's like you're physically starting to see it as well, like showing up. I don't care about painting nails. I don't care about wearing this or that. But like men will be like, why did this or that do this to me? As if they don't already know intuitively. Even women though, this is generalist, even women know, but like men are so feminized in the way that they are so sensitive. They are so attached. They are so attached to the physical existence. And men have become stupid. Intellectually smart, potentially, I could say that. But what you would actually call smart as a man, manly, it's been lost. It's not smart. The way I say that, if a man were to be smart right now, he would be called stupid. Men, even men that are not women that are supposed to care less about how they look and things look, care about the scene, care about how this guy looks for if he's smart or not, cares about like do you get that? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, men are stupid these days. It's like I'll be posting stuff about the sages, just talking about going beyond the mind, talking about the limitless God and everything, and then some will tell me that's devil worshipping. As a man, that's the most feminine thing that can come out of you. You're literally acting like the female energy in that moment. You're acting like Maya, trying to tell me, not even trying to tell me, you are in the delusion of the physical scene, making up a false god in the physical reality, the worldly. that God tells you, or Jesus, or every single holy person has told you to go beyond the flesh, surrender it. You are creating a false God into it to cope in the delusion and then bring anybody or anything that is in truth down. It's like is the highest truth. What I'm saying right now, I just gotta say. That's the most physical thing, most female thing. You are in Maya. You create a false God in Maya. And then those worshipping a one true God, you tell them that's devil worshipping. That's projection, attachment, delusion, all in one. And like I know as I'm saying these things, it's so true. Like I'm spinning the truth that like so much, so many you should realize. Because as I'm saying it, I'm just realizing like this is my only true purpose. Like the things that I cannot express through words, but am pointing at or wish for others to develop towards to more within their own path is my only purpose. Smoking, they're going to university, they're trying to make money, they're having friends, they're having relationships. That's entertainment on the side as I'm on my path to just die again. But what I am is beyond death. And every time I die, and the more you die, the more you realize that you cannot die, that you are beyond death, that death is not something that happens to you. Yeah, I would probably close that off with everything previously as I've been speaking too crazy. As I've been speaking about death recently, I think that concludes it. Yeah. Yeah, as I've been saying this, it's like my own universal self is really revealing to myself. Like lived many lives. I've told many stories, but it all leads to nothing. It all leads to nothing. Exactly what my guru said in his latest discourse on his channel, Bhagwan Jasa. There's nothing. And when you expect things to make you happy, you always get disappointed because in the end, the only thing that can make you happy is nothing. Nothing is the only thing that can make you happy. But it doesn't even make you happy, but what in the worldly plane would be called happy. What is in the worldly plane to be true for something to make you happy, it is nothing. Yeah, yo, like that's so real. But yeah, so realize how you have lived. Look beyond this life, because when you think what's happening right, get presence in right now, and then realize the right now, and then realize that what right now is happening is an illusion, and what is happening beyond it, what has always happened. Where have you been? Where have you been? Why are you here? What is going on? It's gonna have you not being in repetitive cycles of stuff that make you happy and sad. It's gonna have you looking to yourself and what you should actually start looking towards. Because I feel like the time is here and it's soon for most that many. And such a very small part of just trying to get more to just realize because it's like a lot who hasn't, who aren't, or you wouldn't expect normally to have some like real knowledge, has been having knowledge. Like, I'd be saying how stupid people are, but as well, like, world has crashed in consciousness, always like crashed a lot, been always crashed, but like, is even crashing more, being very unconscious, a lot coming to truth. I think I see, I don't know, love to see, go with the flow, go with the doubt. Um, but yeah.